Do you think Biden's impeachment inquiry will help or hurt his chances in 2024? Speaker McCarthy announced an impeachment inquiry against Biden. On one hand, this could be a similar strategy to Trump's impeachments and indictments. On the other hand, it could mean that two impeached presidents are on the ballot in 2024 since we are heading for a rematch and voters will have to face a difficult decision on who the best candidate for the job is. I don't think it is likely that Biden will be removed from office since the Senate is under Democratic control. There are even Senate and House Republican members who spoke out against this impeachment inquiry. How do you think this will affect Biden's chances in 2024? This is a fight over low information and low participation voters LILP. The GOP needs them to overcome the deficit of Trump being strongly disliked by 45-50 of voters. The inquiry is meant to depress LILP voters who would consider Biden. It's a strategy to flood the zone with bullshit and questions to keep focus off Trump and make everyone look bad. With major papers like the New York Times doing its best to both sides with no thought or analysis. It's a great strategy to get a bad candidate into office. I think it's a moot point. Just like the last election. This is not so much a vote for or against, it's a vote against violence. Against government by Twitter. A vote against government via insults and lies. A referendum against the Orange Emperor Trump. Sure, if they actually find any credible evidence of corruption. Which they haven't yet, which is why they decided to start the inquiry without any evidence other than his son made some horrible choices. The question is, will Trump's many credible legal woes and impeachments hurt his chances? At this point, Republicans are still retaliation investigating. So who knows? It will help. I'm sure a lot of swing voters can see the blatant hypocrisy as it continues within the GOP since at least a decade. It may slightly lean towards helping, but I doubt it will make much difference at all. Almost everyone has picked their sides by now. The left knows it is bullshit. The right knows it too. But they are down with it. I doubt it changes anyone's vote. Why would it have any effect when there is zero evidence? This will only help Democrats all down the ticket next year. The migrant issue is a far bigger problem. No effect. Every voter with a brain knows this is bogus. But would already be voting D. Every voter without a brain is already voting R. I think the public sentiment will actually turn to favor Biden. You have to make your case, and it has to be easy for Americans to understand. When you start shouting laptop, Burisma, China, payoffs, big guy, and emails, then the message gets lost. It's starting to feel like Clinton impeachment again. At this point, it's just background noise. Anyone sane and paying attention will vote Democrat. After the myriad of fuckery displayed by the Republicans lately, and all the wins Biden has put up, is just a lost cause. I'm hoping it will hurt him. I'm a lifelong Democrat of 50 years. And I'm so disappointed in his presidency that I'm willing to see him go down. Just to get another option for the White House. I will not just vote for the lesser of two evils. I will not vote for Biden. It will help. It will show people what a bunch of fools GOP members are. Hopefully it will impact idiots like Gates, Green and Boebert. I think we are all getting sick and tired of the childish nonsense coming from the right. Every day they do or say something more ludicrous and extreme. It seems their only goals are to hurt, disrupt, deflect and damage this country in the name of owning the libs. This nonsense impeachment inquiry is just another example of this. They can't even articulate a reason for the inquiry. We are all just tired. So, in short, I think because of shit like this 2024 will be the effective end of the Republican Party. And good riddance to them. I think this is just more dead weight that will drag the Republican Party down. How many fictional wastes of time are they invested in now? I think given the number of crises we face, people will prefer good governance, or at least the veneer of it, to political arsonists. Historically, impeachments do have negative effects on presidents. So if we go off history, then it's only logical to assume the same is true here. It worked with Hillary to an extent. Reality is not their friend. They have to make it at least appear they have something. Anything. I would like to think anyone with an IQ over 80 can see this for what it is. But I have learned that is not the case. Many voters are already turned off by the Republicans not doing anything related to policy that will improve anything for anyone. This is more of the same. Will it discourage likely non-MAGA Republican voters and push more independents to vote for the Democrats? Others have pointed out that it will create news that is not about Trump and his and the Republicans' crimes. This may have more X200B. Personally, I see little differences in Trump winning the White House and any other Republicans winning the White House. There are elections this year. Vote. He is a MAGA Republican wearing a clear plastic suit with the word Democrat written in crayon on it. It's a farce. Clearly just theater and won't move the needle. May just make the Republicans look even more unhinged. It will definitely help him to come at a time when Republicans have sold us all out and betrayed us on every level. Civilized America is now even more sick of the GOP. Plus there's the fact that it's a gun charge. Republicans are constantly running off at the mouth over 2A. I cannot see any rational person doing anything other than just laughing at MAGA clown show. I think even politically unaware people are fed up with the drama and chaos that we are forced to suffer for Trump juggalos and their juvenile antics. It's a stench that permeates every aspect of our society. People are tired of it. Unless they come up with some kind of actual bombshell evidence, I don't think it will make a difference either way. Everyone has taken their sides and nobody is going to be swayed by an obvious political stunt that isn't going anywhere. 47 are voting for Biden. 47 are voting for Trump. Only a few thousand voters in 3-4 key states even matter. Considering the Dems are beginning to turn on him and Kamala, he's toast. Honestly, do you think he's reasonably capable of defending himself publicly? Other than lie, hide and deny, there are no other options. The flaming tire around his neck named Hunter will take him out. Not a bit. If there were some proof of wrongdoing instead of feelings and innuendo, then maybe it costs some votes. Thing is, against Trump, who has 91 felonies on his plate, it's totally a wash. I expect this election will wind up like the 2020 election. Considering even in modern times an impeachment happened, the guy got a boost in polls. I say it will. And also, if just an inquiry, not a vote on House, it's fine. Maybe to the independent. Otherwise, it seems to me that he can no longer destroy reputation because the independent will not vote for him. Just like Trump. Considering even in modern times an impeachment happened, the guy got a boost in polls. I say it will. And also, if just an inquiry, not a vote on House, it's fine. It will help them to the extent that it supports the narrative that Trump's impeachments were just political, which I suspect is the whole point to impeaching Biden. The point is not so much to harm Biden, but to get more Republicans to turn out. Doubt it will have any real impact on Biden's support. Maybe it drives turnout a little as Democratic voters feel they need to defend the president. But that feeling is probably already firmly established. I think it could hurt him. Simply because unattractive facts will inevitably continue to come to light. And it could impact voter turnout if not choice. I can't imagine a scenario where it could help him.